It started with a whisper, not outside. Inside, Rango was asleep under the open desert sky. Head over his face, tail curled tight. The night was quiet, too quiet, in his dream. He stood in a forest, but not a desert forest. This one was wrong. The trees were twisted, bark black like burned bones, branches bending toward him. The sky above was purple, no stars, no moon, and in the distance, a house stood alone, crooked, breathing, its windows glowing faint green. Rango tried to laugh, because that is what he does, but no sound came out. The house door slowly opened, and something inside whispered, "Rango." He woke up suddenly, heart racing. The desert was calm, no forest, no house, just sand. He shook it off, just a dream, but far away. Beyond the dunes, a faint green spark flickered. The next morning, Rango noticed something strange. On his wrist, a thin black line, like it had been drawn with ink, curved, unnatural. He tried to rub it off. It didn't move. By sunset, the line had grown, spreading slightly, forming a symbol. He had seen that symbol before, in the dream, on the crooked house door. That night, he did not want to sleep, but sleep does not ask permission. It takes you, and when it did, he was back in the forest, this time, closer to the house. The trees whispered, the ground felt soft, like something breathing underneath. The door was already open, and she stood there, tall, thin, long black hair floating as if underwater. Her face pale gray, eyes glowing faint green, fingers too long, bent slightly backward. She smiled, not wide, slow, like she had been waiting. "You opened the door," she whispered. "Now I can see you." Rango tried to step back, but the forest moved, closing around him. She lifted her hand, and the symbol on his wrist burned. He screamed and woke up. This time, something was wrong. The desert air felt colder. The fire he had lit was out, even though he remembered feeding it. And behind him, for just a second, he saw it, a shadow, not shaped like him, tall, thin, hair drifting in the wind. But there was no wind. He spun around, nothing, just dunes, but the mark on his wrist was glowing faint green. The third night, he didn't even remember falling asleep. He was suddenly standing in the forest again. But this time, the house was closer, much closer, its walls pulsing like a heartbeat. The witch stood at the door, waiting. "You are easier than the others," she said softly. "You dream deeper." She stepped forward, and this time, her foot left the forest ground and touched the sand. The forest flickered, glitched, like it was breaking. The sky cracked, splitting open, revealing stars behind it. The dream was tearing. She looked surprised, then amused. "Oh, you're waking up." She smiled wider. "That's fine, I don't need the dream anymore." She grabbed his wrist. The mark flared bright green. The forest shattered like glass, and Rango fell backward through darkness. Rango slammed into the sand, fully awake, breathing hard. The night sky above him, real, silent. He looked at his wrist. The symbol was burning, glowing brighter than ever. Then, the air in front of him rippled like heat over stone. A crack formed in the darkness, thin, vertical, glowing green. It widened slowly, like something pushing through. A long, pale hand reached out, fingers bending wrong, digging into the sand. Then another. She pulled herself through, like climbing out of a mirror, her long black hair flowing unnaturally, eyes glowing bright green, feet touching real sand. She inhaled deeply and smiled. The desert wind finally began to move, but it moved toward her, not away. She looked at Rango, no longer whispering, now fully here, now fully real. "You shouldn't have woken up," she said softly. And behind her, the crack in the air did not close. It grew wider, something darker moving inside it, watching, waiting. Rango slowly stepped back for the first time. He did not laugh. To be continued.